everyone, and welcome to Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. So, a little bit of a story with this one. I recorded about the first hour and a half of the game, looked back at the footage, and the footage was hosed. The footage was barely seeable. It looked bad. I was really actually kind of pissed off about it because I had some really... It's like part of the whole point of this stuff is that it's just my raw reactions to things. And, you know, there's a couple of points where that's not going to be the case anymore. But, you know, with this stuff at the very least, it's my raw reactions. And that, I promise you, that footage looks terrible. If I still have it, I'll show a little bit of it, like here or something. All right. Yeah, that definitely didn't go well. But anyway, I'm just going to start fresh. I've been shooting for the last, half hour, trying to tweak the settings where needed. And I think I've got a good system now. I think I've got everything smoothed out to where it at least looks better than it did before. That's like the whole thing, is that my settings worked with 1, and it worked enough with 2. But 3, I guess there's just enough going on in the foreground and the background, and it's just fast enough that everything is just hosed. It looks terrible. So yeah, let's get started. And as I have learned before, there was another little bit that I missed even on that, where I selected MGS2 and then I got a different experience than the raw thing. So I'm just going to say I'm playing the MGS series for the first time. And yeah, just normal's fine. We haven't had enough issues on normal for me to really feel that worried just yet.
After the end of World War II, the world was split into two, East and West.
World War I and World War Other.
Cold War.
We needed a jacket. It was so chilly because of the Cold War. Genetic super soldiers slipping on bird poop. Oh, the bird poop. Activating protocol I need scissors 61. See, this is the whole problem, is I've already gone through this, so now I'm just cutting up, whereas, originally I was like, oh man, this is so, mysterious and kind of more somber of an opening. Although I suppose the other openings were pretty somber. Maybe not so much MGS2, but MGS1, that whole approach by C and him, swimming in on that, little harbor area. It's pretty somber, pretty slow. Look at that fucking motherfucker.
Good, we've got high visibility.
That is a fucking post-World War II military man if I've ever seen one.
Put out that cigar. Connecting oxygen hose to interior connector.
Man, fucking...
Put on your mask.
Yesterday, I helped a dude that had a military ID, and he actually had one of the fucking old-school metal ones. And you don't have that shit unless you are an OG, I can tell you. Of course he does. He's the best in the business.
10 minutes to drop off.
Now be quiet, you non-white person.
He said put out the cigar and put on your mask.
Quiet your butts. What the fuck is the point of having gloves that only cover, your ring and pinky fingers? Oh, there's Snake. Whatever the fuck Snake this is.
Checking oxygen supply.
6 minutes to drop off. Opening rear hatch.
Oh, he's so cool. That's bright.
Sunrise.
Da, 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 da. Mission impossible. Mission impossible.
External temperature minus 46 degrees Celsius. 2 minutes to drop off. Stand up.
Wait, did you just say minus 54 degrees Celsius? 46 degrees Celsius?
Try not to get frostbite from the wind chill.
That can't possibly be what you said.
Drop-off. Move to the rear.
Activate bailout model.
This is one for the history books. The world's first Halo jump.
Yeah!
10
Oh, he stomped on his own cigar.
Status okay. All green.
Prepare for drop-off. Countdown. 5, 4,
4, 61, 61, scissors, 2, 1. What if he just tripped on his way out? Look, you look fucking awesome. Why would you ever spin during a free fall? Especially when you're on a mission. If you're just doing it recreationally, if you're just like, I want to fucking jump out of a plane, then fine, do whatever the fuck.
Jack, I've got some important
But-
news.
But fucking, why would you do that if you're on a mission? Because I feel like the first thing that's going to do is make you dizzy as hell.
The future of our Fox
Virtual mission.
If it succeeds, we'll be officially organized.
Wait, does this game have virtual missions?
Mission.
It can't, right?
Initiation.
That wouldn't make any sense.
You know, don't get cocky. This isn't a training op.
Right. So what exactly is this wonderful mission?
Well,
It's wonderful.
about 2
Now that
years
you ask.
ago, a certain Soviet scientist requested asylum in the West through one of our moles.
One of
His
our
name is Nikolai
moles,
Stavanovich.
you might say.
He's head of the
He really dug him.
Ford Design Bureau, one of the Soviet's top secret weapon research facilities, and the East's foremost expert on weapons development.
I like this callback to like MGS1 and bits of MGS2 art with these
On
like
April
briefing
12th, 1961,
bits here,
Soviets
and then
achieved the first
interlaced
manned
with
spaceflight in history.
real world footage. Like, not that many games besides Metal Gear do this, I don't think. I don't know, maybe it's just my personal experience, but I really have very rarely seen games use real world footage outside of
Most
fucking,
responsible engine cluster used in that rocket.
what the hell,
After Gagarin's flight, Sokolov
what's
left
the term,
become the head of the newly
I don't know, those fucking games that use real world footage and shit.
Mission to head of a design.
Those things are fucking
That's a
hilarious.
Success story. So why
But those are the only ones that seem to do it besides Metal
become
Gear on
afraid of his
occasion.
own creations.
afraid?
Call it a crisis of conscience.
And for that, he left his country and his family behind and went over the fence?
Yeah, why
Not
not?
exactly. One of his conditions was that his family was also to be taken safely to the west.
No, well, look at this fucking
Mole
family,
got the
man.
family out first and succeeded in sneaking Sokolov over the Berlin Wall shortly afterwards. I was the one who conducted the operation.
The security on the eastern side was still full of holes back then. Then what?
We got Sokolov over in one piece, but the whole ordeal had left him exhausted, and we checked him into a hospital in West Berlin. It took him 2 weeks and more than 600 miles to get from the research facility in the Soviet Union to Berlin. He was in no condition to say anything coherent. And it was
Or
only a
was
week later
he?
that we had something much bigger on our hands.
An even bigger Metal Gear.
Missile crisis.
October the 16th, 1962, President Kennedy received word that the Soviets were in the process.
I remember saying that originally too when I saw that, was just like thinking about the Cuban Missile Crisis for a minute. Like, how fucking scary to fucking live through that shit. And I'm not just being like, oh man, fucking everything was like way different back then, man. But just like really think about that for a minute. Really think about like how fucking like
Continued on course towards Cuba.
fucking ticking down to the second of an actual nuclear like war,
Security Council
and then it just didn't happen.
end the hair trigger standoff.
Because thank God someone finally seceded and backed down.
Cuba. And so the world avoided a nuclear holocaust. But in order to get the Soviets to pull their missiles
Fucking
out,
scary as
we had to make a
fuck.
deal.
You mean the one where the US agreed to remove its IRBMs from Turkey?
No. The Jupiter IRBMs deployed in Turkey were obsolete. And we were going to get rid of them anyway.
Is that true? I feel like that was true, actually, that it was just like a bullshit deal on our end
The Turkey deal was a ruse.
because we were going to get rid of them anyway, and we needed an excuse.
So what did the Russians really want?
I don't know.
Sokolov.
I need to read up a bit more on that. The shit in the Cold War could fill numerous books, and it already has.
That's right.
What the hell was he working on?
At the time, we had no idea. We were running out of time. It was either give up Sokolov or risk full-scale nuclear war. In the end, we had no choice.
Well, duh.
President Kennedy gave in to Khrushchev's demand.
No, you go for
The next
nuclear
day,
war.
Sokolov
Duh.
was at the hospital, handing him over to agents on the eastern side. Sokolov kept on screaming, "Save me," until he disappeared from my sight. Then a month ago, we received some new information from one of our moles.
About Sokolov?
Yes. He was taken back to the research facility and forced to continue working on the weapon in question under KGB supervision.
I
What's
bet.
more, it's on the verge of completion.
So what
Dun,
kind of weapon
dun,
is it? Something to do
dun.
with space rockets?
No. Missiles.
Same technology.
Similar technology.
It appears to be a new kind of nuclear device. For half a year now, the Soviets have been conducting frequent nuclear tests at Semipalatinsk.
Something to do with the weapon, I assume.
We're talking about a secret weapon so big that Khrushchev was ready to pull out of Cuba to get it back.
Is Sokolov still in the facility?
Nope.
No, according to our intelligence, he's in Selino-Yarsk, a place in the mountains about 3 miles to the west that's known as the Virgin Cliffs.
Nope.
The Virgin Cliffs.
They sound
Nice name for a
supple.
virtuous mission.
They moved
Ripe
in
for
there
the
just-
picking.
Why?
Apparently, they're conducting a
Oh,
field test
God.
of the weapon, but it's our best chance to get him back. This mission would never have been possible if he was still in the research facility. This is our last chance. Sokolov must have known that too when he contacted us.
Stuck on static. There we go. I think that tricked me twice, because last time I was worried it fucking froze on that too.
Listen up, Jack. Your mission is to infiltrate Selino-Yarsk.
Oh yeah, these fucking weird alternate camera angles because... That's so weird, they don't do anything. They're just a different perspective.
If we don't get Sokolov back before that weapon is complete, we'll be facing a major crisis. The clock is ticking.
You got it, Major. Oh shit, that's something I forgot to look up.
Once we've confirmed the rescue,
Was,
stand by at the
oh,
recovery
you can actually move the camera around
balloon will
too.
be dropped at that point. Helium will be pumped into the balloon to inflate it. The process takes about 20 minutes. Once it's complete, the gunship's arm will latch onto the balloon and pull it up.
The Fulton surface-to-air recovery system. I'm familiar with the theory.
I think I've heard that before.
Combat proof.
Do you think Sokolov is up to it?
The shock will be less than during a parachute jump, and the arm can handle up to 500 pounds.
So you're planning on going over the border in a single combat talon?
She's equipped with 2 6-barrel 20mm Vulcan cannons, as well as 2 40mm machine guns.
Sounds like she could hold her own against a battalion of tanks.
Even with the fuel in the reserve tank, we're facing a 4-hour time limit. If all goes well, it shouldn't take more than a few hours.
Cool.
In time for dinner.
But
Delicious.
if anything goes wrong, you'll be eating dinner, breakfast, and all the rest of your meals in the jungle.
What was with that look? That mysterious look? Oh yeah, I should probably explain that. So when I selected I like MGS2, maybe for people who aren't aware of this, when I finally started the game, Snake's name was Jack, and he was wearing a Raiden mask and had the hair and everything. It was really weird, and I laughed for a minute, but at the same time I was like, no, I want to just start the game normal. So I actually restarted the game. This is actually the 3rd time. Oh man, you lost your backpack. Jack? Are you still there? I fucking love that his helmet just says Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater because. He's like, fuck this shit. I don't need none of it. None of it. I mean, it doesn't really count as a head reveal when you've already shown me his face. Well, okay, you did have to do the fucking, the name credit reveal. That's fine. Major, it's really pretty out here. Think you'd like it.
Do you copy? You're already in enemy territory, and somebody might be listening in. From here on out, we'll be using code names to refer to each other. Your code name for this mission will be Naked Snake. I'll be referring to you as Snake from now on. You're not
Ooh,
to
Naked
mention your
Snake, me like.
Snake?
What, you don't like snakes?
What do you mean?
I like these bits
Beat
of,
one
like, just
before,
personal detail
Bible
just
training.
because.
I'm glad to hear that.
I don't know if I'd ever order one in a restaurant, but...
Be careful, you might not have a choice.
What about you, Major? What should I call you?
Let's see. I'll be Tom. Call me Major Tom. This will be...
But your name's already Major Zero.
You must not be seen
Wait,
by the enemy. You must leave no trace of your...
They changed it.
Is that clear? This kind of infiltration is the Fox unit's speciality. In other words, weapons and equipment are procured on site. That goes for food as well. You're completely naked, just as your name implies.
Oh.
Now I see why you asked me if I like snakes. I suppose calling me Snake was your idea of a joke, too.
No, there's a good reason for that. I'll tell you later when the time is right.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Getting back to the subject, how exactly am I supposed to feed myself?
You've been issued a knife and a
Why did he
tranquilizer.
say it like that?
Use them to hunt for
Myself.
food. You'll also find some medical supplies in your backpack.
Yeah, about the backpack.
Oh, I can
Lost
move
it
him
in the
around.
tree on the way down.
Can I still zoom in? Yeah, a little bit. I like this
I see.
this
Well, better
alternate
go back and get it then.
aged codec
Where it is.
thing.
No problem.
I dig it.
I can see it from here.
I dig it a lot.
Stuck on a branch.
I fucking...
To climb a tree.
MGS1 is still my favorite codec, though.
In ivy and press
Those
the
little,
action.
those little
I'll be
hand-sketched
monitoring your progress
renderings
on
of
the
all the characters just
Can't
look
risk
awesome,
violating
and they
civil
still
code,
look
so I'll
awesome
be-
today.
radio. My frequency is 140.85.
Hey, I know
Give me a
that
call
one.
If I need to talk to you. If you need to talk to me, use the send function. Okay, Snake, go get your backpack.
Yes, sir. All right. Major, I hear a noise. I don't trust anything. What are you? Oh, restores life. So I guess it's the new equivalent of the ration. Considering otherwise I already have a ration. I dig it. I can dig it. Is there anything else hiding? I mean, probably not. Oh yeah, that was another thing I noticed that I really appreciated was instead of that, oh never mind, that fucking combat rule shit is still in here. Never mind. Well, I was excited because I thought they finally got rid of that shit, and instead, nah. Triangle? Yeah. I only did it once, so I honestly couldn't remember. Yo, what up? Major, is that
I see
you?
you've retrieved your backpack, Snake. To equip a weapon, it's necessary to take it out of your backpack. In the survival viewer, choose weapon from the backpack. Your available weapons will be displayed.
Be sure
in
to
the
not
window in the
lose
upper
your
left.
backpack.
From that list, choose the weapon you want to equip and press the enter button. For other equipped items, just do the same thing from item.
Got it. Use the survival viewer backpack.
I love how, like, unconfident they were on how many platforms this game was going to come out on, so they were just like, I don't know, fuck it, just make up random surnames for all the inputs, and we can just do that and have the player refer to the control scheme as opposed to us changing to
Keep an eye
whatever
on
we
your
put it
stamina
out
so you
on.
don't run out. To recover lost stamina, you can hunt for local flora and fauna. You can use
Fauna's not a word, sir. Flora is. Fauna is not a word.
Mark 22 Hush Puppy tranquilizer gun?
Hey, don't talk shit about the
It's
trank.
with its own suppressor. However, the suppressor will deteriorate every time you fire. Once its durability reaches 0, the noise suppression effect will be gone. So don't get too trigger happy with it. The suppressor's durability is shown in the icon. Any weapons and equipment beyond what you're carrying now, you'll have to find as you go.
I have to find my own weapons and equipment? Whose crazy idea was this anyway?
Solo covert actions are standard Fox operating procedure. You can't leave any traces of your presence. No weapons, equipment, footprints, sweat, or bodily waste. The same goes for bullets and cartridges, too. Your presence in enemy territory is already a violation of international conventions of warfare. There aren't supposed to be any American soldiers in Russia. It could spark an international incident. You can't let anyone see
Fair.
you. You can't let the enemy know you're there. This is a stealth mission. You're a ghost, Snake, in every sense of the word. And there'll be no
Did you
rescue
say,
if you can.
ghost?
Military and US government will deny
Jinkies.
any involvement in the affair.
Then I'll just have to take care of myself, huh?
I'm afraid so. You've been given a fake death pill for that purpose. SIS guidelines stipulate that soldiers on covert ops like this one be issued a potassium cyanide capsule. Tape it to your body so you can take it when you need to.
How generous of you.
Use it if you're taken prisoner by the enemy. It'll send you into a state of false death for a short time.
Fooling them into thinking that I'm really dead. So, how do I come back to life?
Just take the revival pill.
You mean that thing they put in my tooth before the mission?
That's the one. But be careful. If you remain in a state of false death for too long, nothing will be able to bring you back. Remember that.
I'll keep it in mind. You said this was a solo mission, right?
Right.
I guess that means I can't count on any reinforcements.
Correct. The mission rests entirely in your hands.
A real one-man army.
Relax. There's a support team ready
It's a
to
slightly
back you up
conceited
under the ring.
statement, but yeah, sure.
I'll introduce them to you. This time, survival is of utmost importance. The first member
Wait,
of the
why
support
would
team will
this
in
time
charge
be
of
the
monitoring
important
your
bit?
physical condition, acting as a medic, so to speak, as well as recording your mission data. She's a member of
Yeah,
as well,
recording my mission data.
here on the gunship with me.
She.
Hello, Snake. I'm paramedic. Nice to meet you.
Paramedic.
As in a medic who comes in by parachute.
Aren't you going to tell me your real name?
Are you going to tell me yours, Mr. Snake?
My name,
Paramedic.
huh? It's John Doe.
And they call you Jack for short. You're a regular Captain Nemo.
A name means nothing on the battlefield. After a week, no one has a name. What's your name?
Jane Doe.
Very funny.
Wah,
I
wah.
wasn't joking, but I'll tell you my name only if you manage to make it back alive. My frequency is 145.73.
She's also
Okay.
in charge of recording your mission data. Whenever you want to save, send a message over the reserved save frequency, 140.96.
Okay.
Saving lets me record my mission data.
That's right. It also records the state of your health.
Good to know.
There's one more person I want to introduce you to, Snake.
Huh?
Speaking of snakes, you remember the boss, don't you? A legendary soldier and your mentor. Actually, it was the boss that got
Gasp.
the DCI's authorization in the first place. She's going to be serving as Fox's mission advisor.
Boss is?
She also helped me plan
Boss.
this mission. She and I were at SAS together.
Jack, is that you? How many years has it been?
How many years has
That's
it
right.
been?
It's me. Talk to me. Let me hear your voice.
It's been 5 years, 72 days, and 18 hours.
You've lost weight.
You can tell just by the sound of my voice.
Unknown, unknown, unknown,
Of course I
unknown.
know. I know all about you.
Really? Well, I don't know anything about you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Why'd you disappear on me all of a sudden?
I was on a top secret mission. You didn't need me anymore.
But there were still so many things I wanted you to teach me.
No, I taught you everything you needed to know about fighting techniques. I taught you all I could. The rest you needed to learn on your own.
Techniques, sure. But what about how to think like a soldier?
How to think like a soldier? I can't teach you that. A soldier needs to be strong in spirit, body, and technique. And the only thing you can learn from someone else is technique. In fact, technique doesn't even matter. What's most important is spirit. Spirit and body are like two sides of a single coin. They're the same thing. I can't teach you how to think. You'll just have to figure it out for yourself. Listen to me, Jack. Just because soldiers are on the same side right now doesn't mean they always will be. Having personal feelings about your comrades is one of the worst sins you can commit. Politics determine who you face on the battlefield. And politics are a living thing. They change along with the times. Yesterday's good might be tomorrow's evil.
This is really well written.
No, it had nothing to do with you.
Like, this is some really strong, very
I was on a
self-aware
top secret
writing,
mission.
which is
A soldier
so,
has to follow whatever orders he's given.
like, weirdly
It's not
foreign
his place to
for a
question
AAA
orders.
video
But you're
game.
looking for a reason to fight. You are a natural-born fighter, but you're not quite a soldier.
I mean, it's a little much to front
A
load
soldier
right
is
at the
a political
beginning,
tool,
considering I've
nothing more.
physically
That
played the
Stubborn
game
Truth
for,
is
like,
career soldier. Right
a
and
minute
wrong
and a
have no
half,
place
but,
in his
you know.
mission. He has no enemies and
This
no
is selling
commands.
me.
Only the mission. You follow the orders you're given. That's what being a soldier is.
I do whatever I have to get the job done. I don't think about politics.
That's not the same thing. Sooner or later, your conscience is going to bother you. In the end, you have to choose whether you're going to live as a soldier or just another man with a gun. There's a saying in the Orient, loyalty to the end. Do you know what it means?
Being patriotic.
Not
It means
really.
devoting yourself to your country.
Yeah, it's
I
not
follow
exactly the
president
same
and
thing.
Top brass. I'm ready to die for them if necessary.
The president and the top brass won't be there forever. Once their terms are up, others will take their place.
I follow the will of the leader, no matter who's in charge.
People aren't the ones who dictate the missions.
Then who does?
The times. People's values change over time, and so do the leaders of a country.
Man, like,
So
that's
there's
what I'm
no
talking
such
about.
thing
Like,
as an
even
enemy
just
in
that simple
absolute
response
terms.
of what
The enemies we
dictates
fight are only enemies in
sides,
relative
the
terms,
times,
constantly
just
changing
something
with
that
times.
simple is really strong.
As long as we have loyalty to the end, there's no point in believing in anything, even in those we love.
And that's the way a soldier's supposed to think?
The only thing we can believe in with absolute certainty is the mission, Jack.
All right, but do me a favor.
What is it?
Call me Snake.
Snake. Oh, right. Your code name is Snake. It suits you well.
That's right. The legendary unit that the boss put together during World War II was a snake. The Cobra unit. A group of heroes that brought the war to an
The
end
Cobra
and saved the
unit.
world. As long as you've got a legendary hero backing you up, you'll be fine. Isn't that right, Snake?
Yeah, I can't think of anyone else I'd rather have with me. Oh, and one more thing, boss.
Yes?
It's good to hear your voice again.
Same here. After all, who knows if either of us will make it out alive? Snake, you are always best at urban warfare and infiltrating buildings. But this is the jungle. Survival is going to be key. Those CQC techniques I taught you are sure to come in handy.
Awesome.
CQC. Close quarters combat, huh? I've been in the Green
CQC?
Berets for the past few years. I'm probably pretty rusty.
Not to worry. I'll be here to help you remember. After all, this is your first actual survival mission. I'll be supporting you over the radio.
Where are you, boss? Next to the Major?
The boss is communicating with us by radio from aboard a Permit-class submarine in the Arctic Ocean.
My frequency
Dope.
is 141.80.
Hey, I know that frequency
Advised on
too.
Battle techniques.
Gotcha.
Your mission is to retrieve Dr. Sokolov. Dr. Sokolov is being held in an abandoned factory located to the north of your current position. Avoid heavy combat and don't let anyone see you. Don't forget that this is a stealth mission.
Stealth mission.
Snake, try to remember some of the basics of CQC.
Look at that face. Yeah, I think I remember.
Commencing virtuous mission now.
Dope. 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. So I proved myself to be a very responsible adult because I didn't notice what time it was, and the whole time I kept thinking to myself during these earlier parts of the recording, why does my stomach hurt so much? What is this horrible pain? And then I looked and I was like, oh, it's 1 o'clock. I'm stupid, I'm just hungry. So I went downstairs, stuffed some pizza in my face, and now I'm good. So now we can continue. Oh yeah, I also remember talking about how the game, this re-release does still have the option to play the game with the original default over-the-head camera thing. But I remember a lot of people like openly saying like, dude, it's the worst possible way to play this game. This game benefited so much from updating and modernizing its controls. Ooh. Geeters. So this is something I definitely need to do, because I noticed how helpful this was. Okay. Alright, now we will sneak over here. Oh, okay. Now knife. Stab him in his stupid face. Keep stabbing him in his stupid face. You're really stabbing him in the face. Fuck yeah. Oh god. Put him back to sleep. Use the mic, find out what he dreams of. Oh god. Get up. Use your CQC powers, Snake. Dope. Well, like, it wants me to stay alive, so, you know, my first instinct with that is, well, how about I, you know, make sure I can. Okay, so... yeah. Sneak through here. If you stand long enough in that stuff, it is actually quicksand, so it does actually, like, suck you up and kill you. I had a lovely time finding that out for myself. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. But yeah, depending on how this looks, hopefully these will be the encoding settings I use for the rest of the game. So, for this game, along with the other games, I'll be playing on a PS3, so... everything else I'll be able to just record on my computer, and it'll look better. It's fucking, like, why? Just why?
They're probably KGB troops sent to guard Sokolov.
AK-47s and grenades.
I mean, it's neat, but, like, why double your workload for, like, no reason?
Is already a violation of international law.
You already said
Contact
this.
the Kremlin, find out that the CIA and the American government are involved. Contact with the enemy is strictly prohibited. Don't engage them in battle either. This is a stealth mission. Got that?
The Major...
Yeah.
The point of this mission is to sneak through the jungle without being seen. The success of the mission depends on how well you use your camouflage.
Camouflage?
Change your camouflage by selecting Camouflage from the Survival Viewer. The Uniform option lets you pick your uniform, while the Face option lets you change your face paint. Choosing camouflage that blends in with your surroundings will help you conceal yourself more effectively.
Awesome.
Also, don't forget that anything that moves will stand out in the jungle. If you just stand up and run around like an idiot, you're bound to be spotted. But if you crawl instead, you should be able to sneak by without being noticed. You can see how effective.
So I did also notice an interesting thing that
the camo index shows how well your current camouflage blends in with the surrounding area.
we'll
The
get
higher the
into it
value,
in a minute.
the harder you are to spot, and vice versa. The key is to make yourself one with nature. Keep that in mind as you go along, okay?
Okay. Sounds good, boss. Alright, trying to... Okay. Let's see if I can fucking nail this shot. Oh god, really? Oh, okay. I wondered, I was like, why isn't this working? But they changed something to... Ooh, god. Nailed them. Right in his big dumb face. I wonder if there's something up there. No, kind of doesn't look like it. Ooh. A grenade. Oh. Let's see if I can... Nailed it. I fucking did it! Then again, it helps that I've already played this part. I'll let you know when we get to a part where I stopped. Which, thank God I did, because, like, holy crap. Had I done what I did in MGS2, where I just played through, like, 2.5 hours right at the beginning, that probably would have been bad for me. Oh, wasp. That's weird, I didn't see that the first time. Oh god, that's a big-ass smile. It's like the game is telling me something. Wait, what?
There's nothing here. Huh? Who's that?
I fucking love that the caution phase is so much longer this time. Where the hell was... Oh, there's the bee's nest. I don't even know what I shot. Oh, this part was pretty cool, though. I shot one of these ropes out at one point. Oh, crap. Okay. And I almost fell off this rickety-ass bridge. It was pretty cool. Shoot him in the face.
Come in, HQ.
What's going on? Respond.
Should probably get away.
Support unit, confirm their status.
Oh god! We sort of dodged each other. Kind of. Shut up, I'm super good at sneaking. You don't even know how good at sneaking I am. Major, I can see their butts. I really need to stop referencing that.
I've reached the abandoned factory where Sokolov is supposedly being held. This place is a dump.
Fuck yeah, it is. It's barely a building.
can't
Look at that shit!
from here.
Shoddy Russian construction.
There are sentries posted around the perimeter. I wonder how many are inside.
It's almost like they couldn't decide on, like, which way they wanted to direct the cutscenes.
Your objective, Sokolov, is inside the factory. They should be holding him in a room in the northeast section.
Northeast section. Got it.
Be careful. Your mission is to bring Sokolov back alive. He must not be exposed to any kind of danger. Do not approach Sokolov while in the alert phase.
Right.
Oh,
Yes,
one more
sir.
thing, Snake.
You mean there's more?
No, it's just that when you get to Sokolov, I want you to tell him something from me.
And that is?
Sorry for being so late.
Is that all?
Yes.
Understood.
Yes, sir.
Beginning my approach to the target.
Alright. Awesome. Nailed it. Let's see here. I think there's like 4 or 5 of them. I don't remember. Oh, there's one. Okay. There's one. Okay. Then there's one more. Think I did it. Uh-oh. Do I have any suppressors in my backpack? Motion sensor. That's a little bit worrying. All right. Oh, Soki. Oh, that's pretty cool. My suppressor's gone on my gun, so it's not in the cutscene now. God damn you, Kojima, just using in-game assets.
You must be Sokolov.
Are you one of Volgin's men? You'll never get it from me.
No. I'm a CIA agent.
I'm a friend.
I've come to escort you back to the other side of the Iron Curtain.
You're CIA?
Yeah. I was sent by Major Zero, the man who got you out 2 years ago.
Zero?
I have a message from him.
What is it?
He said to tell you sorry for being so late.
Did he now?
What does it mean?
It means he's a man of his word.
Words.
But we've got no time for this. You have to get me out of here before they arrive.
Before who arrives?
Who's they?
Colonel Volgin of Gru. You in the West know him as Thunderbolt.
The legendary Thunderbolt.
Heard of him.
He's a member of the Army's extremist faction, a man who seeks to seize control of the motherland. Ever since the Cuban Missile Crisis 2 years ago, Khrushchev has been pursuing a policy of peaceful coexistence with the West. Despite resistance and criticism from hawks in the army and the provincial authorities, Khrushchev has managed to suppress the opposition so far. But the failure of his agricultural policies has put him in a precarious position. And on top of that,
precarious.
Last November,
President Kennedy's assassination.
Precisely.
Oh my
Instead,
god.
Khrushchev has lost his biggest partner, and his power base is rapidly crumbling away. A certain group is plotting to use this opportunity to seize power by rallying the anti-government forces, overthrowing Khrushchev, and installing Brezhnev and Kosygin in his place. The mastermind behind this plot is Colonel Volgin of the GRU. He has control over another secret weapons research facility much like this one, OKB-812, known as the Granin Design Bureau, and is using it to further his
The GRU.
But that is not enough to satisfy him.
Such a fucking like Saturday morning cartoon show villain organization name.
His bid for power.
It's pretty good.
The intelligence says that they are going to make their move during the test.
Then, the soldiers outside.
Exactly. They wouldn't need that many men just to keep me inside. Their orders were to prevent Colonel Volgin from capturing me.
Oh. Whoops.
Even if it meant killing me in the process, or so it would seem.
My bad.
Volgin will come. I'm sure of it. You must get me out of here before then.
Leave it to me.
And my non-existent eyebrows.
Your Russian is superb.
Oh yeah, that fucking weird... Are we talking Russian right now? But they just put it in English so the subtitles didn't matter?
Is that so?
That's so weird.
America is truly a frightening country.
Having second thoughts.
So weird.
No. I have no love for this place. Let's go.
Sounds good to me. Rusky. Mind if I call you Rusky? Casual racism was okay in the 1950s.
Major, this is Snake.
60s.
Sokolov is safe with me.
90s.
He's doing fine.
80s.
No injuries.
Good work,
70s.
Snake. Now hurry up and get Sokolov to the recovery point. We'll rendezvous with you there.
Roger.
What about the sentries?
No one spotted me.
I see.
What about the boss?
We lost contact with the boss some time ago.
What happened?
It's probably just a weak signal. Just hurry and get Sokolov out of there.
Yes, sir. Only if you give me the boss. Just a fucking, like, reverse kidnapping where, like, he takes him hostage and is like, give me the boss. So she can talk more pretty words at me. Fucking take cover, shithead. Looks good. What the fuck? That's really funny. I'm surprised how funny that is. Just fucking people being idiots in a AAA game is so funny and weird.
Freeze!
Well, this sucks.
So this is the legendary boss.
What? Those spurs. That spin.
We meet at last. You're from the Ocelot unit of Spetsnaz. What's a Gru soldier doing here? Soldier?
I'm a dance routine.
He's the Ocelot commander. That's Major Ocelot to you.
Ocelot!
Don't you forget it.
Talk about nanomachines. Josh Keaton. Fuck, I forgot to look up that name. It sounds really familiar.
Ocelot never lets his prey escape. What?
Yay, Ocelot! It's fucking ridiculous. God damn you, Ocelot. God damn it. Fucking still had that shit, even then. Oh yeah, this fucking part. Damn, just fucking hardcore, just shot to the face right on camera.
I can't say it feels good to kill a comrade, even if it is for the Gru.
Sokolov, take cover.
Get out of here.
Huh. You're not the boss, are you?
Nope. There's the line. There's the line for this one.
Crew operatives!
Why didn't it subtitle it?
What is that stance? Huh. That gun. If you're not the boss, then die.
Haha.
Major! Leave it! Shoot the other one! Whoa!
Fuck yeah! You want it, motherfucker! You damn ocelots! I'm a jaguar, bitch! I'm the jugger wire. God, that's dumb. Never mind. Yeah? Okay. Fuck you. Ooh, flying bullet.
Impossible. You ejected the first bullet by hand, didn't you? I see what you were trying to do. But testing a technique you've only heard about in the middle of battle wasn't very smart. You were asking to have your gun jam on you. Besides, I don't think you're cut out for an automatic in the first place. You tend to twist your elbow to absorb the recoil. That's more of a revolver technique.
You filthy American dog!
He was just trying to give you a tip, dude. CQC!
But that was some fancy shooting. You're pretty good.
Pretty good.
And there's the other line. I was saying that to myself all day yesterday, too. Pretty good. Why does he say it like that? Major, you're never gonna believe the weird shit that just happened.
Major, do you read me?
I read you. Snake, you alright?
I've run into a few snags. These guys were after Sokolov too. Apparently they were taking orders from a GRU colonel named Volgan.
A GRU colonel?
Part of an internal Soviet power struggle, according to Sokolov. Something between the KGB and GRU. Between Khrushchev's supporters and Volgan's.
Sokolov was being guarded by the KGB and hunted by GRU? Snake, it sounds like this could be even hotter than Cuba.
I don't like it. Something about the whole thing stinks.
I agree. You'd better hurry.
Sokolov ran off by himself, but I'll catch up to him.
We're counting on you.
Damn. What a bunch of crazy bullshit. Okay, so this is one of the things I need to make sure that I do, because I did it last time, and I want to make sure it happens this time. I just gotta... Yeah, I just gotta save first, because it has been an hour, and saving sounds like a good idea.
Saving the game, Snake?
Fuck yeah, I am, baby. It's the fucking pre-90s, so I'll smoke and... Oh, yeah, ignore all this. Ignore all this silly nonsense. All this non-canon bullshit. Holy crap, I've already surpassed the other ones by a mile.
Hey, Snake, you ever heard of Godzilla, King of Monsters?
No, what is it?
It's a movie.
How have you not?
I haven't seen it.
Nope.
It's about this monster called Godzilla, who grows to an enormous size in a nuclear test and goes on a rampage in Tokyo.
Nuclear test.
I wonder if it gives me any info on Godzilla.
Islands
Nope.
must be crawling with giant monsters right about now.
It's just make-believe.
Maybe that's why my pants have been so tight lately.
Snake, it's a movie, not a report out of Los Alamos.
Oh, my butt is swollen.
Godzilla is immune to all weapons, and humanity has no way to stop the monster. Dr. Shirazawa develops a new type of weapon.
It's a really good movie.
Godzilla is getting closer and closer to Tokyo.
It's a really important movie to
obliterating
see,
everything in its
actually.
path. It was originally a Japanese movie, but they made an American version too.
The American
I
version's
recommend seeing
really
the original
different.
Japanese one if you ever get the chance. It's mostly mindless fun, but it's also got a serious anti-nuke message as well.
Where can I see the original?
You'll just have to go to Japan.
You don't have to do that anymore.
Too bad.
I don't remember when the original Japanese version made it to U.S. shores, but
2004
it is very
was
easy to
50th
obtain now.
You think there's still...
I think I own like 3 copies.
Of course. Everybody loves Godzilla.
You sure know
Actually, funnily enough, in a lot of ways,
I don't suppose
Godzilla's
you know
original
much about
ending has shares a certain amount of themes
And
with
I'll tell you everything I know. When the going gets tough.
with Metal Gear Solid 2 in advancing technology and
That's the magic of
fearing the dehumanization of
I guess it might
of warfare.
Distraction.
It's super interesting. It's
fun.
it's themes said with not a ton of words, and it's very interesting to see. Anyway, now on to a silly thing that I know because shut up. We're gonna stab him in his stupid face. Why does the sound weird? There we go. Ocelot is dead.
Snake, what have you done? You changed the future. You've created a time paradox.
And there's something else I didn't even notice the first time I did this. That's Colonel's voice. Like, what? What the fuck? I had to do it, man. I had to do it, because otherwise I wasn't gonna have the time for it. Get it? Time! Ha! Time! Oh, man. And... Sorry, I want to see it, like, spelled out. I'll see y'all next time. Okay, at least we're getting out of here. Mission's accomplished. What a short Metal Gear. Kinda strange, really toyed with my expectations. People questioned Kojima's idea of having an hour-long Metal Gear. What that seriously was it? Just 1 hour, the fucking jungle section, and that's it. Credits roll. Oh, is that the infinite ammo bandana? Is that how she became a legendary soldier, was with infinite ammo? That thing is canon, so we just need to figure out its origin point.